welcome back to my channel. So today I am here with a very exciting video, and I'm sorry this is not a super affordable product, but I'm obsessed with Lorac and I always want to get their Mega Pro palette, and they came out with a Mega Pro 4. So I got this the minute it launched on the Ulta app. I unfortunately did not get it the day it launched from the actual website. I get everything from Ulta because you know, I like getting the points to get the money back, so you know, I just always wait for Ulta. So here it is this time. This time it's pink. The last one was like a white. The one before that was a blue, and the one before that was like a burgundy. But I really like the pink. I'm not a big fan of pink, I'm not a pink girl, but I do like this shade of pink. It's like a pastel pink. It's super cute. I'm kind of surprised I picked this because it's very springy, and you'll see on my Instagram, I'll just put the photo right here, that I was only able to pair it with like spring flowers. So it's kind of interesting that they're releasing a pink palette this time of year, but whatever. So here is the outside of it, and then you open it up, and I did already use it today. You have a very large mirror, standard for all the other Lorac Mega Pro palettes, and it's the same amazing formula that is in the Pro palette and the Mega Pros. It's all the same formula, and the thing about these shadows, Lorac shadows in general, is they're very, very, very powdery. Not like Modern Renaissance, or you know what, maybe Modern Renaissance, pretty close. But they blend. Like, Lorac is known for their shadows that blend. They blend so well. Like, you'll get those super powdery pigmented shadows, but then they don't want to blend. Like, a lot of people complained about the Subculture from Anastasia. I didn't have issues with that one, but you catch my gist. Anyway, so here are the shades. You have a really good mixture of, you have like grayish blues and greens. You have the green here. You have 16 mattes and 16 shimmers, 32 shadows in total. All the mattes are up here and all the shimmers are down here, and I'm obsessed with the shimmer. Usually I'm like obsessed with the mattes. I'm really obsessed with the shimmers this time. These are very springy right here. I feel like this palette would be really good for spring, honestly. Like, I did create a fall look with it, but I used the more darker, you know, it's light to dark. I stuck to this end right here. So this is actually a really good year-round palette. I hate that it's limited edition because I want everyone on planet Earth to be able to have one of these because I love them so much. Like, I would say overall my favorite luxury or more high-end brand is Lorac. I'm obsessed with their eyeshadows. I use them on all my clients. Like, whenever I go to a client's house or a client comes here, I just use Lorac shadows. That's what I use. So yeah, a few of my favorite shades, I'm gonna be doing swatches, but a few of my favorite shades is Spice, Mocha, Peacock, Lagoon, Fairy Tale, Steel Wool, Moss, Butterscotch, and I really like the shade Silver, excuse me, Copper Pearl right here. Those are my favorite shades in the palette. Those are the ones I'll probably gravitate to the most. Pink Peony, Oat, Light Sage, Cotton, Flamingo. Well, Flamingo, never mind. But like Cool Taupe, those aren't really like my jam. But you know, I'll try them out anyway. I'm not really like a pastel-y kind of person, you know, when it comes to eyeshadow. But yeah, so those are the shadows. I am going to be doing some swatches for you guys, and I'm going to be doing a short demo tutorial so you guys can see the eye look that I created for you guys. And you guys will see my look of shock when I apply these shimmers. So yeah, if you'd like to see the demo and swatches, then just keep on watching. Cotton right here. Next we have Flamingo. We have Cool Taupe. And then we have Butterscotch. We have Cedar. Mocha. That one is really pigmented. Here we have, this one's really fun. We have Denim. Last on top row, we have Shadow, which is like a blue-green. That is all the mattes on the top row. We are moving on to the second row of mattes. We have Pink Peony, which is like a very faint white, so it's not really gonna show up too much. We have Oat. We have Light Sage. Sugar Cookie. Mahogany, Black Cherry, We have my personal favorite. My personal favorite is Spice. Oh yeah. The last matte in the palette is Dark Chocolate. Those are the last 8 mattes, the second row in the palette. Moving on to the shimmers, we have Foam. They did a bomb job with the shimmers this time. Honey, Pearl Slate, we have Moss, which is super pigmented. Then we have Steel Wool. Oh yeah, look at that. We have Copper Pearl. We have Peacock. We have Lagoon. And that is all the shimmers on the 3rd row. Look how amazing the shimmers are in this palette, like I'm blown away. Moving on to the 4th row, we have Unicorn, which is a very faint lavender. We have Lotus, which has actual glitter in it. Fairy Tale. This one's really pretty. We have Misty Mauve. We have Silver Fox, Plum, we have Vamp, we have Raven. Those are the other 8 shimmers in the palette. This is the 4th row from left to right. So as you can see, these shadows are incredibly pigmented, especially the shimmers, you guys. Like, I am a complete addict. Look at that, you guys, like it's insane. And you'll see in the demo, isn't that crazy? All right guys, my eyes are primed and set. I'm going in with Mocha. This is a really good neutral transition shade. By the way, I did take the shade Cool Taupe and Butterscotch Mix to set my eyes. It was really just the best way to get a skin tone. But I'm taking this on a Sigma E35 and blending into my crease, back and forth, back and forth. I go back a couple of times until the pigment is built up the way that I wanted. By the way, I do have tape. So if the shadow on the outside looks a little sloppy, that's because I am lazy and I don't feel like being super precise. So I'll just take the tape off and then I'll be super precise. Anyway, so I'm just going to be doing sweeping motions and circular motions so it's blended out. Then I'm touching into Spice and I'm trying out this Real Techniques brush. If the clips in this little part seems a little different, it's because I was also filming a second video at the same time, a first impressions of the new Real Techniques brushes. So yeah, that's why this clip seems a little different than I normally do, but I did blend that into my crease and I'm, you know, trying with that brush. But then I go ahead and fully blend out the shade Spice with the E35 as well. I'm going to be building up the pigment on the other eye as well because no one wants to be lopsided. Now we're going into the shade Shadow. This is a dark blue-green. It really reminds me of one of the shades. I think it's Edge. No, not Edge. I can't remember the name of the shade, but it's in the Subculture palette from Anastasia. And you guys saw my reaction right there. I was like so shocked because I love this shade. And I'm using the more Sigma E45, the tapered crease brush, to blend this into my outer V and then sweep it inwards towards the center because I want to build up the pigment more on the outside than the inside. I do go back a couple of times until it is the deepness that I want because it's going to be a very smoky look for the fall time. I'm then taking that original blending shade on the E35 and I'm blending that just so that the above part of my crease doesn't get too dark so you don't look like you got punched. And you of course have to look balanced, so we're going to go in on the other side and do the same thing. Now I'm bringing back some of that red with this super precise blending brush. I think it is the E36. I'm pretty sure I'll have it down below. I try my best to be very detailed in the description box, so if you have any questions, always check the description box first, because I really do try my best. Now I'm going back into the shade Spice just to bring back some of that red, and then we're going over to Steel Wool. This is a really pretty, like, it's like a sage blue shimmer. It's so hard to describe, but it's so pretty. Yeah, I'd actually call it like a shimmery bluish
sage color. And I used the MAC 242 to apply it, and like seriously, no Fix Plus. I was shocked, as you can see with my facial expressions I was making. Yeah, I love it so much. And then we're gonna go in, and I do show you in a little bit what it looks like with Fix Plus. It's intense. That's all I'm gonna say.
Y'all, I'm sorry. I had to stop the voiceover. You guys, I am blown away. I have not used any Fix Plus at all. These shimmers shim. Like, what am I even looking at? Like, what? I don't even like want to use Fix Plus because I feel like it would, like, look how intense that is without Fix Plus. I want to test it out with Fix Plus really quickly. Huh! Y'all. These shadows are so soft.
And cue voiceover. So I just want to show that to you. And now I'm going to be taking the shade Raven. This is a very deep, shimmery forest green with like specks of like black glitter in it, if that's, you know, the best way to describe it. And I'm putting that on the outer V using the same brush. And I'm sorry about the clips, I just got so into the makeup, I didn't remember I was filming, so I was out of frame. But going back, I want to bring in some of the red again, so I'm taking Spice on the E35, and I'm blending out the... Now I do go ahead and do my winged liner and mascara off camera. And then I also finish off the rest of my face before we move on to the lower lash line, where I'm going to be taking, this is the flat definer brush, and I'm taking the shade Shadow, the dark forest green went in with blue green, and I'm putting that on my lash line. And then I'm taking the short shader brush, and I'm taking the shimmer shades Steel Wool and Fairy Tale, mix those together, and then I'm smoking that out with the shade Spice. I basically want to balance the top and the bottom together, so I use the same shades, just in a different manner. I'm also taking a little bit of Mocha to blend it out as well. And that is the finished eye look, you guys. I was so taken back. I love it. Just look at that. And I'm sorry about that.
Alright guys, so that's me for this video. I really do hope you enjoyed it. I will put a link to the Lorac Mega Pro 4 palette, and you gotta get on it quick because they are limited edition. I still have to make sure they're still in stock because they just dropped. But anyways, if I can find it online, which I hope I will, crossing my fingers, I will put a link to it down below. I know that yesterday they were still on Ulta, so we'll see. But anyways, so that's me for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out with me. If you're new to my channel, you can go ahead and subscribe to my channel or check out another video if you're still not sure. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.